a master architect. The house isn't so important, but that builder, if it's the right builder, says everything that needs to be known. Guys, what kind of house are you building today? What kind of house are you building? You want to build a legacy? You know, we've talked about this. The guy just died. I remember a few months ago talking about John Ruan. Remember that? We were talking about him and how he was wealthy. But to show that, if he gave money, it was going to have his name on it. So everything, Ruan. He tried to buy our campgrounds up there. Ruan. Well, he's dead. And I'm not making a call about him spiritually. I'm just making the point to you. His name, his legacy will live on, but he died. And friends, I want to leave a legacy, but I don't want it to be Chapman Memorial Church of the Nazarene, but I know where that is. It's in Michigan. Aren't they crazy? Named a church after me way up there in Michigan. Could be named after J.B. Chapman, but I'm not sure. I don't want that. I want people to say the hand of God was on his life. The master architect touched him. That's a legacy. That's a legacy. Guys, I got one more thing. I've said things like this to people, and they go, I don't care about no legacy. I don't care what other people think. You know what? I think that's, I don't know how to spell crock. Otherwise, I would have spelled it instead of saying it out loud. If you don't care, what do you care about? What's important to you? What's your priority? See, I think men do care. I think we ought to care. And I'm asking you to start caring. If you haven't, I'm asking you to start. If you don't care, and I'm not talking about what false images or that kind of stuff. I'm talking about saying that you ought to care how your kids turn out. Don't give me that line of, they were raised different than that. Really, by who? Who had them till you got them? Come on, they're raised by you. If they turn out different, what? Your influence is going to show up. And I know, man, I know they can turn left and go nuts for a while. Hold steady. Pray for them. Encourage them. Talk to them. Wow. Talk to them. You haven't failed yet. The master architect's still at work. This building is not completed. And until it's completed, until you're done, until you're the one laid out, and they're hopefully saying nice words over you. Oh, man. I preach a lot of funerals. Y'all know that? I preach a lot of funerals. But I can't hardly do a funeral without thinking about my own funeral once in a while and wondering what's going to be said. I'd like to write my own because I can write a funeral sermon. Now, I'm going to tell you, just read this, friend. That's all you got to do. Get up there and read this. It'll be good. Talk about myself. Wow. That ain't the way it works. You close your eyes, then they write it. And you're not there to do a thing about it. What's going to be said? There is a legacy to be left. There is an influence. There is a fear of failure. But I'm telling you, we can overcome it all with the help of the master architect. It's never too late. It's never too late to start. It's never too late to start over. It's never too late to start over. I bet if we went down here and asked these guys that are builders, I bet you they'd say, I bet if, boy, I bet if we asked Roger, what do you do if you paint a house and they say that's not the right color? Oh, well, I'm sorry. It's done now. Live with it. I bet that doesn't happen. I bet you paint it again. I bet you a lot of times we do things that you have to do it over. But we don't try it with our own kids. Why not? Why not? Can I tell you today that some of you that think you failed and you think that it's over and you think you're done, it's not too late to give it one more try. And this time let God be the architect on the job. Let him get out his blueprints and show you what a successful man looks like. Be a successful man, be a successful husband, and be a successful dad. Would you do that? I'm going to pray for you in just a moment, but I'm going to give you little instructions. If you're a man that's supposed to be in the kitchen, I hope they're all gone already. But if not, you may go now. That doesn't mean all men, just the ones that are helping. Oh, I can't turn that off. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to pray, and I'm going to pray for the food after I pray for the men.